You're not really saying that music can kill, are you?
Yes, I am.
Music can be a very powerful thing. Nothing galvanizes the emotions as quickly.
Hello, kiddies. We're going to have a great time together because if you like metal, you probably like German metal. And if you like German metal, you probably like Axel Rudi Pell, the titular guitarist of the same band of the same name. They have a new record, and Heidi, did not get to talk to Axel, but
I did not.
It was a lot of fun. We got into some guitar nerd stuff, which is great.
Excellent.
And the record is coming out shortly. A few other things to set the table, some of which involves previous guests of this program that I think we should discuss. There is a new, well, let me put it this way. You obviously are familiar with the Queen's Park Rangers Football Club.
Of course.
Yes. Well, their supporters have put together a single, limited edition 45. Comes in a special gift bag containing unique and seriously interesting, which I love the way they phrase that, Queen's Park Rangers ephemera, 10 pounds each. It's also available on Bandcamp. All the money raised goes to this, I'm assuming, English, UK-based charity, LRHR, Love the R's, which are the Rangers. Love the R's, hate racism. So we can get behind that.
We can definitely get behind that.
And so I know what you're thinking. Hey, who are the Queen's Park Rangers All-Stars?
Right.
So that would be Pete Doherty from the
Very
Libertines.
nice. Mm-hmm.
That would be Mick Jones from a band you might have heard of called The Clash.
Yeah, mildly familiar.
Yep. Friend of the program, Glenn Matlock.
Amazing.
He of the Sex Pistols. And
Yes.
in a shocking twist,
Oh.
I don't know if it's shocking, Leslie Cavendish.
Also
Yes.
a friend of the show.
Exactly. Beatles hairdresser Leslie Cavendish is part of the Queen's Park Rangers All-Stars Football Club band.
I mean, that is quite the band.
And for 10 pounds? I mean...
So wait, so half the band is a friend of the show?
Well, there's other folks. There is Emily Capel, I believe, singer-songwriter. Richard Simpson, DJ, rapper. They say, quote, toaster, so I'm assuming that's his name. I believe it's one of these spellings, Cian.
Depends how you want to do it.
Yeah. Downing, singer-songwriter. Stephen Street, producer of both The Smiths and Blur. So,
well, at some point they'll all be friends of the show.
Yes, exactly.
Because clearly we're going to talk to them all now.
Yes. So if you're interested, you can DM Leslie on Facebook. If you search on Facebook, Return of the QPR All-Stars, you can find that as well. But I thought that was worthy of commentary here.
Yes, that's lovely. We should definitely send that out and promote it.
Yes. So there's something else, too, that I don't know if this is a one of those... I don't know if it's real, is what I'm trying to say.
Really?
Yes. But it's too good. And it sounds like it could be. This might be one of those things where a younger generation is oversharing certain things.
Okay.
And we're kind of like, what is this? But I'm going to play something, and we'll just talk over this. Whoa. Sorry. That's kind of loud, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. I can actually hear it for once.
Well. So. Here's the post on Reddit. The headline. My girlfriend of 2 years told me that the music I play during sex is weird and a major turnoff.
Okay.
Little backstory. I researched, when I first started having sex, I researched into ways to be better, as I was a little stiff and pretty much had no idea what I was doing. I read online that you can play music and match the rhythm in order to put on a better performance. I searched lovemaking songs and started slowly creating a playlist in which I was comfortable matching the rhythm.
Okay.
There are a few songs to my playlist. However, there's one song in particular which actually happens to be my favorite that my girlfriend hates and say turns her off in a major way.
Is it this one?
Sure is. I don't understand why it has taken her 2 years to tell me she hates that song.
Yeah, she's lying.
It's a good lovemaking song with good rhythm.
She's probably sick of it. She just wants to mix it up. 2 years, she would have said something.
Yes. So, I pretty much played this tune every single time.
This is why. She's sick of it.
So the amount of time she must have not been enjoying it, while I thought the complete opposite, is annoying, but also embarrassing in ways. Not to mention my previous partners, however, they never complained about the song, so maybe it's just her. So...
this is amazing.
That's why I saw this. It was like, I don't care if it's not real. We need to discuss this.
It's gotta be real. I feel like it's real. You have 55,000 subscribers. I mean, first of all, the sheet and like the image kind of gives away. Wow. Like 10 years later, I would still be into that dance move. I feel like, okay, but I can tell what he was going for, right? You can tell, like, what he was.
Right.
Well, first and foremost, this dude deserves to be commended that he knew where his shortcomings were and he like went to bat to figure out
that ending is quite the way to see it off.
Right. But what? So, I feel if it took her 2 years,
right?
She used to like it. Maybe not the song, but liked what he did with the song.
Right? Interesting. Yeah, this is true.
If this has become his crutch, which is what it sounds like it is, since it's every single time, it's no longer sexy because it's a dance routine now.
So this is true.
It's like I'm assuming they're having lots of
I see what you're
time.
saying. Okay, you're saying it has gone from a physical celebration of their love to more of a
routine
Olympic mat performance, if one will.
Right, like it's just like the same thing. There's no variation because he probably like has his moves directly aligned with the song.
Right.
Which, after a couple years, you're probably like, dude.
Right.
Flip me over or something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Like.
No, it's
change your outfit, but don't ever stop the like dance move with the arms.
The arms up in the air.
Yeah, that's amazing.
I just feel like I think he was led astray musically.
But okay, I mean, it's not.
So there's that, and that's like what 3.5 minutes, right?
Right. Which also. You need. I'm glad he has a whole playlist, but this is like, and I wonder what part of the playlist. Like, does he always use this to kick it off, or is this an ender? Like, where in the playlist does this fall?
Right.
But if you're, and I understand, like, I get why actually, if you did it right, that song, as awful as it is, what he was originally going for, I could see how that could work.
Right. In a weird way, I was trying to think of like other songs might be better. My first thought was any Grateful Dead version of Dark Star would be nice.
Okay.
But then for a split second, I was like, what about, and then I said no, and then I was like, this would be interesting, Whipping Post. It's kind of got a build and it's, and, you do what makes you happy. Perhaps that is part of their enjoyment of each other.
Well, right. And it would be. But again, I think he's got to find a different one. Now, I mean, maybe if they break up over this song, which they undoubtedly will.
Right. And I mean,
he can
also,
keep it in the repertoire a little longer, but he needs to learn next time around that you can't use the same songs every time or they're no longer sexy. So...
Yeah. And he says it's messed up the relationship because, TBH, love that, because sex feels awkward now.
Right, it's right back to where he began.
Okay, this may be too far, but he says here, the other day we were having sex with no music, but I was still thrusting to the tune playing in my head.
See?
She recognized this and
Yes.
asked me to stop.
Yes,
So,
this is why. She's sick of that move. Because he doesn't vary it up anymore. He's reliant on that song so much so that it is like a conditioned. It's like Pavlovian. He's become Pavlovian to this song.
that
This
she's
is
just
what,
there going, "Duh, duh, 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 duh,
right,
duh, duh."
right. So it's like she's waiting for like the Jeopardy bell to go off.
Right.
In fact, she probably wishes it was the Jeopardy music so she could imagine like a very sexy old Alex Trebek
Alex
back in the
Trebek.
day.
Yeah. So
With his mustache.
I think this should be, I think we can all learn from this as a public service announcement. Like, let's take one person's misfortunes and say, I think it's just more proof communication in all ways throughout all portions
Yes.
of your life.
And keep making playlists.
Yeah, go for it.
Just the more playlists, the better.
And somebody
But
needs to
again, he
tell this
needs,
guy about Curtis Mayfield and Marvin Gaye. Um,
I mean, there's so many.
yeah, Etta James.
I mean,
You,
really?
I don't know.
Like
Because
you're at a wedding.
yeah,
There's nothing sexy about that.
and at last is that.
Right? That's all I
But
can think about.
yeah,
I mean, there are like, I mean, God, there are so many. We've talked about some of them on the show, but I'm drawing a little
right.
bit blank right now.
No, Stevie Wonder's Secret Life of Plants. That one, you think?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
something. Yeah.
I
But
mean,
just this is a chance for one to sort of perhaps have some amusement at somebody else's expense and then take a moment and reflect and say, where have I done this in my own life?
right. I mean, my classic makeout mix that we've talked about on the show
Oh,
was
God.
mixed up and often shuffled.
Mm. Oh, right there. Mm.
Right. Even if you
Yeah.
shuffled it up. But if he literally just, it's going to take him some time to unlearn this routine.
Yeah, he's going to have to go polyrhythmic, atonal, something.
Yeah, he's going to have to start from scratch. I don't know.
And
But I
and
agree. Maybe some,
Philip Glass. No, that's too much.
no, I
Yeah.
think he needs to go with the classics where now he should feel confident in his abilities because he's clearly had lots of lovers and he's
This is
kept this
true.
one around a
Yes.
couple years. So
Mm.
he can not worry so much about the like staying on beat to the soundtrack,
Right.
but go lowest common denominator. Like, throw on just shit that's gonna make her happy. Like All I Want Is You,
Night Fever.
Night Fever. I mean, How Deep Is Your Love?
There you go. There you go. All
I
right.
mean, you got to dig out Lou
Well, what?
Rawls at this point.
Yeah. Well, what? Can you remind me a couple of tracks from your Mega Makeout mix? I'm trying to remember
Oh, it
now.
was insane. It was ridiculous. We had All I Want Is You. We had,
Oh, Jesus. Oh, of course. You
I
know,
know.
Van Dyke Parks did the.
Yeah, I
Anyway,
just that's the sexiest part of all.
yeah.
And I didn't even know who he was at the time. Of course, there was Crowded House,
Yeah.
Distant Sun. There was scenes from wait,
Italian restaurant.
no, opening credits of a film.
Okay.
That one. There was that,
Radiohead.
yeah, there was
Oh,
that
is it
Desiree.
Consequence?
I think it was closing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Was it the Desiree? The one, not Gotta Be Good, but the one from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack?
That sounds about right. You probably put Number One Crush on there too, didn't
We
you?
did not put Number One Crush on there.
Yeah.
We put
When you say we, this was you and your lover or
no,
your
oh God, no,
roommate?
I had no lover neither.
Right.
It was Jim and Rachel and I.
Oh,
We had the original Leonard Cohen's version of Hallelujah.
Jesus.
Whatever, you would have thought we were so cool because we actually listened to Leonard Cohen.
Right. No, I guess,
We had,
but like that's mid 80s Leonard Cohen and it's
I
got
know,
the weird
but we
synth.
made this in the
I
90s.
know. I guess it's
It was
better than
pure
everybody knows.
90s, like
Anyway.
early 90s.
Yeah. Don't try to excuse it.
I mean, I think I don't think Night Swimming was on there, but I would have put Night Swimming
Should
on
have
there.
been.
Could I?
Yeah.
Black.
Yeah.
Black was definitely
Oh,
on there.
Jesus.
Glycerine also.
Oh, God. I gotta go. I gotta go lay down. Mazzy Star?
No. No
No.
Mazzy Star. No
All
Mazzy
right.
Star.
Okay. Just like honey.
Nope.
Okay.
There was what else? There were quite a few.
Right. I
It
bet you probably
was
put like most of the second half of 10 on that record, on your
no, we
mixtape.
only put one.
Mm,
We only put Black.
right. Not
Um,
a release.
Not on that. No, because we didn't
Mm,
want to like have multiple of the same artist back in the day.
no, please. Heaven forbid. That would be
Mm-mm.
awkward.
Not on one mixtape. That,
Yeah.
to my point,
Right.
my other
Margaritaville.
mixtape would have had release because I would mix it up and not do
Right.
the same thing every single time.
Right. Well, let us all learn from you and maybe not from this gentleman.
Oh, but we have to still give him credit because we don't want to feed the problem
No,
because
this is true.
this
This is true.
guy was very insecure about what he was doing. And he went out and researched and figured it out, made a
Hmm.
whole mixtape playlist for it,
Yep.
and it did him solid for a while. Now he's just a little too stuck. So he's
I
just got
feel
to get
like, yeah,
unstuck. But
I
if
feel like
more
two
people,
years, perhaps conversation should have happened before the 2
well,
year
that's on
mark.
her.
But
That part's on her.
yeah, what do you
I
think
mean, we,
came right after that song? Like Breaking the Law?
but see, that's the thing. I wish that would
Yeah.
probably make it fun. I
Yeah.
feel like this was I mean, I don't know. I feel like
It's,
this is the end closer. I feel like he
mm,
closes with it because he feels like this is the one.
this
This
is
is
when it
the
seals
one
the
that like
deal.
really
Yeah.
does it for him.
All right.
And I
Well,
don't feel like that was the wisest move.
no.
Like
But
maybe this is what he should use for his alone practice time. Like you
warm
practice
up, sure.
alone and then
Yeah.
you get into it with like your
Right. When it's game time.
hmm
Yeah. That's a good idea.
yeah. Oh, I think we
But
had I'll Stand By You by the Pretenders on there too.
oh Jesus, I gotta go. Which number album is this for you?
I don't have a clue. I stopped counting after five. I think it's 21st, 22nd, 23rd. I don't have a clue. I don't know.
That's got to be a good feeling that you can't count. You can't remember them all.
I can't really, of course, I remember them all. When I hear a song, sometimes I think, which album was a track on? Sometimes I think,
Hmm.
I don't know by myself. Apart from the main songs where we are playing live, I know for sure from which album they are, but I don't know. So many, too many albums, if you ask me, too many songs.
Well, and so in approaching this record, is there anything you did differently than previous albums?
No, no. Because, I'm always writing little bits and pieces, melodies, guitars, and then I sit down, make real songs out of it. It doesn't change at all during the last 30 years, no.
And I know you've said that each record is the story of a night going off and then coming back.
I'm sorry?
You've said in the past that the records are the story of a night going off and having an adventure and coming back. Is that the same with this?
Oh, yeah, that's an old story. I'm not doing that anymore. So,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Where's the night going now?
No, no, I don't know. One of the night is left. That's a ghost of the artwork of the new album, Ghost Town. He's standing there alone. All the others left. No, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, in approaching this, I mean, the idea of ghost towns or ghosts in general, these sort of it's really evocative. This idea of something that had been abandoned and left, and what becomes of that stuff left behind. Was that something you were kind of focusing on writing this?
No, no, it's not a concept album at all. First, I have to tell you that I got the artwork first. I had
Mm.
this old castle in the background, the small village which was empty, no people, and I had the ghost in there. I said, I think I should call the album Ghost Town. Whatever. It is no concept album. I just thought about it and it was touched there by accident.
Mm. Is that how you write all your songs? Just sort of, it comes to you?
Yes, definitely. Because, it's not only my job, it's my passion. And the flame inside me is still burning for this kind of music. And when I sit down and then sometimes I pick up the guitar, play a little, And I said, wow, this riff is cool. I always had a cell phone, my voice recorder, and I play it, I'm recording that then, and then I sit down and make real songs out of it. But it's very natural, a natural progress for myself. I don't have to sit down. What I can't do is sit down and say, now I have to write 10 songs. It doesn't work. I always writing bits and pieces. I always collected a few ideas for the next album, which will be out in 2 years.
Hmm.
Just yeah.
So each record is just sort of the 10 that happen to fall at that certain time frame, or the 10 of the group of songs you've got?
No, always it's always fresh. Always working on fresh ideas which I had during the last 2 years, whatever. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you go beyond that and do additional songs and kind of weed them out, or things that won't work, or
No,
combine them? No?
no. When I listen back, when I have a blank sheet in front of me and a piece of paper, and I listen to all the little bits and pieces I had, and I give them numbers from idea number one to idea number, let's say 158, whatever.
Hmm.
Sometimes more, sometimes less. And then I make notes. I said, okay, idea number 15 fits perfectly to idea number 38. It's in F sharp minor, same direction, whatever, and I put it together. This works. But I'm not thinking about, sometimes it happens that I say, this riff is cool, but I have enough song. The album would be too long. Then I try to put this riff inside a song which I already wrote. Sometimes it
Mm.
works, sometimes it's not. But always for all the other things is off. I never record more than we need to. So, and I'm not thinking about it anymore. No.
That's interesting. You kind of take the extra pieces and put them into what you have just to make them that much greater than they already are.
That's right. Yes. Yes.
And it's always worked like that for you?
Sorry?
Has it always worked like that for you?
No, I get more mature. I'm a mature songwriter right now than I used to be maybe 15 or 20 years ago.
Mm.
It happens to me during the last two or three albums, yeah, that I'm thinking about lots of things, putting more into the song that I really need to. So sometimes it works, sometimes it's not working.
Yeah. And is it something you said you're always kind of jotting stuff down or recording things? Is that when you're on the road, when you're at home? Is it just a constant
Oh,
thing?
normally I don't write at all when I'm on the road because there's no time for it. Most of the time, you're sitting there in the nightline in a tour bus or in a venue at the catering, and you're bored, and waiting for the stage time, sitting around. I don't drink that much, not never before a show, only a
Hmm.
little bit after a show, whatever. But I'm not in the mood to write songs on the road. Totally different direction. Mostly I'm doing it at home. Sometimes when I'm at the grocery store and I want to buy a piece of meat or whatever, a melody comes to my mind and I have my cell phone. I say, blah, blah, blah. The people around me thinking, oh, this guy's crazy. I don't give a shit.
And it just comes to you.
Yeah, it just comes.
That's
It's there. Pop, it's there.
And is
Yeah.
it something that you then have to kind of, I mean, obviously you can pick up an instrument and go, okay, well, that's F, that's G, that's this. Uh,
Yeah.
Is it something that goes in your head first before it comes out on the guitar or any other
No, 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 no,
instrument?
no. Sometimes when I pick up the guitar, especially when I pick up the guitar, just play it. I don't think about what I'm playing there. I don't start out. I have to start with a B sharp minor or whatever. I
Hmm.
just play, when I play. What is that? What is that? What the fuck is that? The Jesus, man, and the Holy Ghost. It's awesome. And then I'm recording it then. Sometimes it happens that I play guitar as only stupid things that, oh, this is crap. Well, I don't want to play. I'm just practicing a bit, for the fingers or whatever. Yeah.
Hmm.
So not every time I play the guitar, there's something good comes out of my fingers. No, no,
Oh, of course. Yeah, no, that if we were all so lucky that
no.
just anytime you pay.
Yeah, right.
Um, but that's so interesting the way it just sort of like, did you always write this way, or was this something that you kind of found like, I can't sit down and say I'm writing a song from 9 to 10 and
No, no, no. I'm always writing that way as long as I can think. So 2 or 3 years ago, no, I'm kidding. No, did it that way. Yeah,
hmm.
never change anything. Yeah.
I, how do there's always this idea that some artists kind of create obstructions or things to challenge themselves. Do you do any of that when it comes to these songs of like, I'm not going to use this chord or I'm not going to use this phrase that I know I've used on the past records or something
I
like
don't
that?
I don't think about that. As long I'm thinking more about the structure of the song when I'm writing the song. and if there has to be an F sharp minor for whatever reason, there has to be an F sharp minor. I'm not thinking about the harmony. I think I used it before. I don't give a shit as long. I think it's good for the song. I don't need to change that F sharp minor into a D sharp, whatever. I don't
Hmm.
think about that. As long as it's good, the harmonies are great. I record it that way.
So it's
Yeah,
just whatever benefits the song the most.
exactly. Yes, yes.
And what stage are these things in when you bring them to the rest of the band?
Sorry, what?
What stage are these songs in when you bring them to the rest of the band?
The stages, like I'm doing all the demos in my home. I'm playing all the instruments by myself. I sing on that I always write the vocals and I always write the lyrics. And when I go to the studio, my demo will be put into the Pro Tools system, into the computer of my engineer. And Bobby is the first, Bobby Rondinelli, the drummer, he comes to the studio, and that's the first time he hear actually the new song from my
Hmm.
demo at home. I say, "Whoa, that's a cool riff, motherfucker. I know exactly what you want me to play there, baby." And he starts hitting the groove. So that continues with the other guys too. So nobody hears anything before. But it's completely done. Sometimes, of course, they have their own room for example, the keyboard player 30, he's so great, even when I say 830, the next song is in F sharp. I already wrote it down. I heard it, yes. He's so quick. I don't have to tell him the notes. He's always writing it down very fast. Whatever. Sometimes it happens that anybody in the band says, I want to do it something different. Instead of the voice going up, I go down a little bit. I say, do it. And if I like it, we're doing it that way.
Hmm.
Very, I'm not the big dictator. I say, you have to do it like this. I'm not doing that. Yeah.
And this band, you've been together for a bit.
Yes.
How long is this the band you've kind of always been looking for, or how
Yes.
did you find these guys? Where'd you?
I don't know. I don't know how I found these guys, but they're there. So
Hmm.
the latest arrival, the new guy in the band is Bobby. He's in the band now since 13 years. Yeah, he's a new guy.
Yeah,
They're all great. I mean, Johnny is in the band since 28 years right now. Yeah, can you believe that?
that's crazy.
The time flies like poof. I don't know. The older I get, the quicker the time flies by. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And how much do you find yourself when it comes to writing the music, knowing, well, this guy can do this one thing really cool. I got to put this in here. Whether it's a keyboard part or a guitar
Yeah.
part or drum part, are you kind of going like, this guy's going to knock it out of the park when we give it to him?
No, I always know exactly what they can play and what they cannot play. For example, when I wrote a song and I wrote it in A, and Johnny would say, "No, Axel, we have to change it because A is not Johnny's key. He hates to sing in A. He's different for his voice." I said, "Okay, that's the reason why I don't write a song in A. I know it. And so since 20 years right now, so doing a different key, it works. Yeah.
Hmm. So it is that collaboration of it all.
I'm sorry?
It is that kind of collaboration of the band coming in and adding
Yes.
their own
Yeah.
pieces of
Yeah,
it.
definitely. Yeah.
And then, have you played these songs out live yet? Are you excited to get them out to a crowd?
No, we haven't played it so far. I haven't made a set list.
Oh,
So we're starting with the tour on the one day after the album release on the 21st of March. Will be the first show in the UK in London. We play the first concert, and no, we never played it live, so it's very exciting. We have 3 days for rehearsal, and I hope the other guys will prepare. Good, good enough. Yeah, I think so.
does that scare you anymore? Going out with new material to play for
No,
folks and share?
not at all. I used to be very nervous, more like 20 times more nervous like 15, 20 years ago. Nowadays, it's
Hmm.
more like a routine, but because we know that we can do it, and the only thing I'm really nervous is when you're hitting this, when you're on stage, if something breaks, technical equipment, when the guitar is not working or a string breaks at the first time of a one hit and whatever. This is really strange. I'm really scared about that, but not unless. As soon as we get the applause after the first song is done, yeah, baby.
You're in.
Yeah.
For you, when you started out, how old were you when you started playing?
Oh, I started playing. I got my first guitar on my 12th birthday. Actually, a present for my parents. Yes. It
Hmm.
was an acoustic guitar, and I didn't know anything about it. And so Richie Blackmore performed with Deep Purple on TV, smashing his guitar, throwing it around. I want to be like this guy one day. And but when I tried to learn, I had a teacher for 9 or 10 months. I learned to play the ground chords, basic chords, whatever. And then later, I think it was again for my parents, and 1 year later or whatever, I got an electric guitar for Christmas, and I was very, very proud of it. And then yeah, I continued and yeah, whatever.
It, it, so you didn't take many lessons after that?
No, no, no. I never took lessons after that. I only learned the basic chords, like
Hmm.
I think the first song actually could play was Bob Dylan Blown in the Wind and followed by House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. That were the first two songs.
Hmm.
But I think it was maybe 1.5 or 2 years later I played in the youth band with a few guys from school. We played songs like Smoke on the Water. We played Wishing Well by Free at that time, and it was cool, but I learned all the solo stuff. I learned by myself, by looking at the people, doing it, finger there, finger there. It was very, very tough because the TV only had just a few rock bands at that time. There
Yeah.
was internet, there was no nothing, I was self-teached, yeah.
And you couldn't rewind the tape to look at it again. You had to just,
Right. There was no VHS video recorder or whatever,
yeah.
there was nothing. I was just really study, making a photo in front of the TV, whatever.
Hmm. It's so interesting. And then I've noticed in photos you're always playing a Stratocaster. Is that your guitar of choice?
Yes, absolutely. I really started, when I started out, my first guitar was a Fender Stratocaster copy, not the original Fender one.
Hmm.
Because Richie Blackmore played it. He was the main influence, I saw Jimi Hendrix playing the Strat, I said, wow, this is my instrument. It looks cool. And it sounds cool. I mean, for me, it's easier to play on a Gibson Les Paul because I'm playing on a Gibson Les Paul much faster than I can on a Fender Strat. But that's not my intention. Yeah.
So you can play faster on a Les Paul,
Yes,
but
I
you
definitely can.
interesting because
Yeah,
the Fender's a thicker neck.
it's more. The neck is a little round. Mostly
Mm.
the Gibson is straight, it's flat or whatever, and,
Hmm.
and and it's a little smaller. The Gibson neck. I have a Gibson Les Paul at home too, but I'm
Hmm.
not. It's just there in the case, whatever. I don't know for more than 25 years. I really can play faster on the Gibson. I don't know why. It's not my sound. It's totally different.
How long did it take you to find that sound? Because you said Richie Blackmore, you're looking at him
Yeah.
going like, "Oh, I want to sound like that guy."
No, 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 really, it wasn't the sound. It was the mood he was in, and all the excitement around this magical aura, this little strange guy dressed in black or whatever. Of course, I like the song Made in Japan live album when it came out in 72. That was, wow, I was blown away. And I love that sound, of course. But it's like, I found my own sound. Sometimes I'm not copying Richie Blackmore.
No, yeah.
I found my own style. And so when you hear records, oh, that must be Axel on that solo guitar. You can recognize me. I'm really proud of it. I don't know why that is, but it's there. I don't know. Yeah.
Do you remember how long it took you before somebody was able to say like, "Oh, that's you. I know that's you."
Jesus, mate. I think what maybe 15 years, 18 years. I
Hmm.
think first time. I think it was at the beginning of the 90s. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's so many players. As soon as you hear them, you can ID them. Like you said, you
Yeah.
say, "Oh, that's this person," and that it's just that sort of that interesting thing where it mixes the all of your influences coming together and
Yeah.
then just what you bring to it. And even
Right.
you said like you have to play on a Fender, you got to have these
Right.
pedals or this speaker,
Yeah. You're right.
all those things to find your sound.
Yeah.
It's so interesting the journey you have to go through that. Did it take you a while when it came to tone and all of that to find that stuff
Oh yeah,
or
yeah, definitely. Because when I started out, I was more like into very distorted guitar sound, maybe like Judas Priest or
hmm
they're great. When the live album, what was it, Unleashed in the East, 1979, I think it came out. I really loved the guitar sound. Say, wow, that's awesome. And I tried it to copy that, but it was always feedback and whatever. It was way too much distortion, whatever. And then I played ESP guitars during the 90s, at the
hmm
beginning of the 90s, at the end of the 80s, and I wasn't really satisfied with my own sound. And then I switched back. I bought a real Stratocaster. I think the first real Strat I bought in 1993, very late.
wow.
So yeah, yeah. And I first, there wasn't a copy, and I said, well, that's more like the sound I want, but it had this humbucking pickups where two single coils are on top, it's a DMAS for HS3, and they sound awesome. They don't make a hum like normal Stratocaster pickups. You have this humming all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't have so much output, but I put these DiMazzios in and they were great. They were awesome. Like on Yngwie Malmsteen's signature guitars, they're all in there. I love it. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
That's so interesting. I'm always fascinated by what it takes for somebody to find their true self or their true sound when they really feel like what they're trying to do is coming out exactly how they intended it.
Right.
And for you to take those 15 years to really feel like I found the thing that I love that people can identify.
Yeah.
That's so and how many, I mean, you're into your career at that point by a bit.
Yeah, sure, definitely. I think it was around the time when the first Ballad album came out. It must be 93 or whatever. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And is there a ballads? What are you up to? 5, 6? I can't remember now.
I think I don't know. I think it was 6. Yeah, I think 5 was a song with Bonnie Tyler. We did a duet with Johnny, and I think it must be number 6 out since when it came out. 22, 23, I don't know. Yeah.
Are you planning another one?
Definitely sure, but not at this time. I don't know. Maybe probably in the next 3 or 4 years. Maybe earlier. I don't know. I have to wait and see. Yeah.
So, with the new record, is there anything that you kind of feel like as soon as you record it, as soon as you laid it down, you're like, fans are going to dig this. They're going to go nuts over this thing.
Yeah.
Is there one of those things you've got kind of stashed in your back pocket that you're waiting to unveil on stage?
No, I love all the tracks, unfortunately we can't play all the things live, but I think most of the singles are really cool. If somebody wants to hear a good example, listen to the first 3 singles, so I think they're fine with that, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you're just as excited as always to take these songs out.
Yes, yes, I can't wait.
Ghost Town, the new album by Axel Rudi Pell, is available March 20th wherever you get your music. For more information, check out their website, axel-rudi-pell.de.